Hey, hello and welcome back everybody. Dan John here from danjohnuniversity.com. It's day 4 of the Big 15 workout. We had a big snowstorm yesterday, so it's kind of cold here in the gym and I didn't really get a chance to warm up as well as I normally do. So the first couple of reps today will be the first couple of reps. I came in here early so I could train before my group gets here. So I'm a little bit of a time stress with my group. And then the other thing, my neighbor has a truck, big old truck, huge truck, and he had to make sure he warmed it up he probably had it on for 20 minutes. So my facility here is filled with fumes. So if I do die, you'll be able to watch it all in real time, okay? It's actually much better than it was about 2 or 3 minutes ago. I actually had to go back in the house and kind of wave out some of the air here. It's good to see the younger generation cares about the environment. So here we go. Set of 3. Today's a good, nice day. Today I start off, every weight's going to be over 100, which is no big deal, but it's nice to get going. Well, let's crack in, shall we? Well, for those you've been following, you know that I had 5 pounds each set. Sets of 3 going up. I'm using the frog stance again. I had a nice conversation with my coach, Dave Turner, about this. And he reminded me that this is how I lifted my best throughout my career. I'll be talking to Dick Notmeyer today. He sent me some nice stuff this week. Dick, as you know, is my coach, my original coach, who's 90 years old, and he still tells me to eat my protein, so that makes me happy. Stiff today because basically I didn't warm up. When I got in the gym, the fumes were quite bad. Reminder, always make sure you record your workouts. Whew. Even though these are light, they're still triples. So I always, on the big 21 and big 15 workouts, I always print out and then literally cut and tape the workouts into my journal. It's not that it's hard to remember. In fact, it's really easy. But what's nice is, 5 or 10 years from now, that'll be typed in my notes. It'll be clear. You'll be able to see the progression nicely. And sometimes that helps. I've discovered years ago that if you're following a program, you need to physically cut and paste the workout in the journal and then also have your notes. If you just do your handwritten notes, for me anyway, I start to get a little bit free and loose and, instead of doing clean and jerks, I'll do, curls. That's kind of an exaggeration, but close. Okay, last set of 3. Singles. So, the day after a snowstorm, it's always cold, but today we're kind of lucky. It's cold here, but it's not freakish cold. I've been training in Utah garages for, I don't know, decades, obviously. And one of my favorite jokes of all time was when somebody complained about the cold, and Parker J. Burns says to him, "It's twice as hot as it was yesterday." So it was 2 degrees on Monday and 4 degrees on Tuesday. Now, that's in Fahrenheit for my Celsius people, so I'm just guessing it was probably, minus 4 or 5 to minus 4 or something like that. So it gets cold in here. Okay, so it's singles for all the single ladies. I'm sorry about that. In the 90s, we figured out that it was probably a better idea to always put the next plate on after the reps. That way you always know that that's your next lift versus walking away and going, wait, did I do that or not? And I know that sounds pretty simple, but when you're lifting sometimes, you forget things. I kind of warned you, if you've been watching these, that as you go through, your conditioning sort of improves. I'm not going to say I go a lot faster through the workouts, but remember, each workout is heavier than the one before. So even if you go at the same pace, your density, you're doing more work in the same amount of time, which is an increased density. So again, the conditioning in this program sneaks up on you a little bit. The other day, someone opened the garage here to get the baby stroller out, which was kind of cute. So, but it was right after my Snatches, so there's a pause in there. But so right over there is, like baby seats and stuff. And I don't know, just when you train in a home gym, it's great, and there's always little things that happen, but. I mean, I'd much rather deal with a family member taking the baby for a walk than, some gym idiot doing something stupid. And if you've been in gyms long enough, you've seen a lot of stupid. said, today's workout is going much faster than normal. Stay here. Give me one rep. So again, I'll just have to set something up. So I'll turn this off and then I'll reintroduce. So that's not bad. All 15 reps. I'm guessing under, I don't know, what, 10, 15 minutes, whatever. That's pretty good. Last rep. No real warm up today. Things are going well. Let's do this. Not bad at all. Okay, so the big 15 snatch, finished. Set of three, set of three, set of three, 6 singles, added weight every time. Clean and jerk comes next. Okay, now it's time for the clean and jerk portion. Same thing, 3 threes. If you've been watching these, you'll notice that I struggle with those 3 sets of 3 in the warm-ups, but that's the program, so that's what we're doing. Okay. So, I mention this every time about how the length of the movement is what's the cardiovascular impact. You know, you can get a burn from doing wrist curls or calf raises, but it'd be, at least in my experience, I just don't know how you get a cardiovascular hit. Now, if you're doing circuit training, and one of the theories of circuit training is that you're trying to send, blood around the system, which of course makes no sense. Your circulatory system is sending blood throughout constantly, but their argument is that you're hitting this, and then you're hitting this, and then you're hitting this, and then you're hitting this, and it's making your body, move reserves around. I just know this is that doing the clean and jerks is a cardiovascular hit no matter what you do. So let's keep going. I like getting those 3 sets of 3 done, but I still have to be able to breathe, one more of those. And then we can just lift. So on this training program, this time, basically my numbers I'm training with now would be, they're taking me up to my last warm-up in a meet now, today's workout. So I was looking at the numbers the other day, and on workout number 9, I mean, it wouldn't be weird for me to open with those numbers in a weightlifting meet. The idea is still, as I mentioned before, whatever you finish the big 15 with, you should think of opening either 10 kilos, 22 pounds, more than your last rep on the last day. That's been the tradition, and when I designed it, the first time we tried to do that, and then later I realized that when you're doing the actual big 21, it was just too much work. You were exhausted going into those last lifts. But with the big 15, I think we could probably pull this off. Of course, that's why you do the workout. These people online will say, what if, God, what if, there's your website, the what if workouts. What if I squatted the Empire State Building for 5 reps and then swam across the Atlantic Ocean and then ran across Europe and Asia, swam across the Pacific, short break in Hawaii, get a drink of water, and then ran, across the United States and, bench pressed the Pentagon. What would that be like? It'd be great. That's a classic what if. Okay. Pollen counts are heavy today. And like I said last time, when you finish the 3 sets of 3, it does feel like the workout's over. Like I say about most of my workouts, all my workouts are easy on paper. All of them. It's when you do them it's hard. I can't believe how many questions I answer in easy strength. And almost universally, it's people who've never even tried it. Big 15, the first 3 workouts, I mean, they're really not that hard. They're harder in your ticker maybe. But, and then I'll look at other people's workouts online and, you'll see 20 different warm-up moves, foam rolling, instead of saying stretching, they throw some fancy name like myofascia or something like that. Instead of mobility, they'll throw some fancy name on it. I don't mind pandiculation because that's what you're doing, but you get my point. Then they do all these bands and all this other stuff. Well, it looks like a hard workout, but you never actually do anything.
you know, you do a bunch of crap, where in this workout, you do 30 reps, and they're 30 real reps. You know, it's kind of like you look at a Marty Gallagher program, you say, oh, it's easy, and then you do it with real weights, and it's like, oh God, it's so tough. So that's something I think smart people do, is they quickly realize that what's on a piece of paper and what actually happens are radically different things. All right, let's knock these out. No. I have one of my athletes outside training. The athlete's doing one of Rusty Moore's lightning rounds to get going. Rusty Moore. Now there's a guy, he gets it. His workouts are, you look at him and you say, well, I don't see what the big deal is. But he's a fat loss guy who, like many good people on that side of the business, have figured out that workouts support appropriate nutritional interventions. I'm still striving to get my body weight down. Doing a program like this with the walking, the fasting, the extra vegetables. It's eye-opener. And I sauna every day now too, so. Slowing up a little bit. One of the things I'm trying not to do anymore is think on my reps. Since my comeback as an Olympic lifter, I've had to kind of overthink a little bit, which is not what you want to do when you're trying to, you know, improve your lifting. You have to in the beginning, and now I'm trying to just do it, you know. So I'm not letting monkey brain do the clean and jerk, I'm just letting it happen. Hard to explain, easy to do. Easy to explain, hard to do. Okay, almost finished today. We'll be back in a couple days to do day 5, which again will be 5 pounds heavier. I'm gonna take just another couple seconds here. On that last one, I had a weird intake of breath, and it made the lift a lot harder. It was weird, like a shudder or something like that. As always, I really appreciate you watching. And remember, at Dan John University, we have the Excel spreadsheet so you can put in your own numbers. Again, it's not very user-friendly for a lot of people, but there's a million programs on Olympic lifting. This is just one example, and it's my personal favorite, I think, now. Let me finish the 9 workouts, and then I'll tell you the truth. Because I could be way wrong. And there it is. So the big 15 snatch and clean and jerk. Come back tomorrow, 2 days from now. Everything's 5 pounds heavier. Thanks so much. I'm Dan John from danjohnuniversity.com. And as always, if you have questions, send them to podcast@danjohnuniversity.com. And until next time, keep on lifting and learning.